Pre-stretching routine. Pre-practice conditioning stretching is important in helping to prevent overuse injuries and acute injuries. Baseball athletes should always warm up properly prior to training. Dynamic stretching for baseball players improves speed, agility, and acceleration. It involves the active tightening of your muscles and moving your joints through their full range of motion. These specific stretching movements will help increase muscle temperature and decrease muscle stiffness. The shoulder is the most commonly injured area in baseball players. Stretch number 1, torso twist. Start with feet shoulder distance apart and arms by side with 90-degree flexion in the elbows. Twist your torso from one side to the other. Be sure to move through your trunk and do not force the movement. This exercise helps keep your spine mobile and flexible, which is important in baseball players. Oftentimes, baseball pitchers neglect warming up their backs, which can have a negative effect on the lower lumbar part of the back and the upper cervical part of the back, which is heavily utilized during the pitching delivery.
Exercise number 2, arm circles. Arm circles are one of the best dynamic stretches for warming up the rotator cuff. Rotate your arms forward in a circular motion, and immediately following the forward rotation, proceed with reverse rotations. Start with small circles and gradually increase to larger circles in order to stretch your arms in a full range of motion. Perform this warm-up in a controlled and slow manner. This dynamic stretch will ensure that the rotator cuff is properly prepared for throwing.
Exercise number 3, single leg toe touches. This exercise is performed just like how you would finish a pitch in baseball. It really stretches out and warms up the hamstrings. Begin this exercise by stepping forward with one foot while bringing the opposite hand to your toe. Your other leg should be in the air and your back should be flat. Switch back and forth for 10 reps on each leg.
The fourth exercise is leg swings. So to perform this exercise, you're going to place your hand on a wall to maintain your stability, and then you're just going to take that outside leg and swing it in front of the body and then out to the outside of your body. We'd recommend that you perform this 10 times on each leg and just make sure that the hips remain level, and this is really going to warm up the hips of the baseball players, activate their gluteus maximuses and all those muscles of the hip joint. The fifth exercise is the walking lunges. This is a great one to warm up the hamstrings, glutes, quads, and the groin area. In order to do this exercise, you're going to start in a standing position and then take one leg and lunge forward and then plant that foot right under the knee joint. It's really important to keep the body straight and not to lean too far forward or wobble to the side. So we'd really recommend activating that core so that your torso isn't out of position. You're going to return back to your starting position and then repeat this with the other leg. We'd recommend you do this 10 times on each leg just to get those muscles activated. And then lastly, we just want to make sure that the lunges are slow and controlled and not going too quickly and losing that control. All right, and the last exercise we have today is our wrist circles. So to do this one, you're just going to stand in a normal position with your feet hip distance apart, and then you're just going to extend your arms out in front of you, and then really start slowly, but turn those wrists either clockwise or counterclockwise and then switch the other direction. And you want to do this for around 30 seconds to 1 minute just to warm up those wrist joints. This is a really good one to extend indicative movements for our baseball players and to get them